Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today is another installment of Haunted Hometown. So today I'm going to be doing part 2 of Claremore, Oklahoma. If you haven't seen part 1, go ahead and check it out. I'll put it in a card or leave it in, or both. I'm going to do both. I'm going to put it in a card and I'm going to leave it in the description box down below. I am obsessed with reading all of these personal accounts, and just like every other one, I always want to let you guys know if you do have any hometown that you want me to look up and find personal accounts online. I go to forums and I find stuff on there. Please let me know and I will look up that hometown and I will read some stuff to you guys if there is anything that I can find. Usually you can with all things on the internet. Somebody's bound to have a story, even if it's just one. But yeah, and again, I always want to let you guys know, by no means when I have any commentary on these, I'm not making fun of people. I have an opinion on the stories and that is all. I respect everyone. If they say it happened in their opinion, and yeah, that's it. I mean, I know I've said some things that are super weird and super crazy and people probably don't believe them. So I know everyone has their own life and I just love this. I think it's so much fun. And yeah, without further ado, I'm going to get started on part 2. I will not say the name of the business where I work because I would not want to cause concern or panic. The building has been standing for a long time and many reports of sounds and noises have been reported, but not really any sightings. I know for a fact that it's haunted. When I first started working there, and many nights I close up for the evening, mostly by myself, and I always feel a sense of panic, being afraid, not knowing why. Then I hear music. Something moves in my office. Curtain rods, which I have been leaning on my desk for many days, suddenly fall loudly to the floor. I walk through the building hearing various toys sounding or chiming, at always the most weird times, unexpectedly. I bet if you live in Claremore and you're hearing this, you know what building that is. One day, my cook was in the kitchen when I heard a very loud crash. She came running to my office saying a pan flew across the room. I thought this was strange. Usually these things only happen in the evening when very few are there. One person told me that she was walking through one of the rooms when she felt someone pull on her shirt, only to turn around and there was no one there. One evening, I was putting some things away in one of our many closets when the door started shaking in my hands while I was closing it. I quickly left the building. Another incident. I was closing another closet door when just as I completely closed it, the knob moved in my hand. That's scary. This was the closet door where the temperature is always lower than the rest of the building. Very cold. My husband told me to just yell out for the spirit or ghost to just leave me alone. I did, and some of the incidents have lessened, but I still hear music and toys going off at very strange times. When I interview people to hire, I always make mention of our ghost. Submitted by Jay. Okay, so I have a little bit to say on this one. There might be multiple ghosts. If they spoke out and like some of the hauntings have stopped, then some of the ghosts might have respected that like wish for them to stop scaring me. Like, I know you're doing your thing, but please stop scaring me. Do this when I'm not here. So some of them may have respected that and another ones may not have respected that. So that's why some things are still happening. But I hate hearing about when people are like, you have that just like sinking feeling of panic, because I know what that feels like. And that freaks me out, and like I hate hearing that people have that because it like but okay, so on to the second story. One night my sister and I were going to sleep and my sister was afraid of dolls, so we turned all of them to face the window. That sounds like something I would have done. Then we fell asleep. In the middle of the night I woke up and I said I had heard something. We looked over and before I had 12 dolls. When we looked over I only had 11. Then I heard footsteps in the hall, so I opened the door and nothing was there. I got back on my bed and went back to sleep. Suddenly, I had chills on my back. Then the next night, I found my doll back at the window with her head completely off. Ew, that was submitted by Courtney. Oh, Courtney, get rid of the dolls. No, 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 that's so scary. All right, on to the next story. I was at a friend's house just yesterday when we were in her game room playing pool, and across from the game room is another room. We were playing pool and my friend swore she saw someone walking around. We walked we walked in there and an orange juice bottle had been flown across the room. We didn't want to say it was a ghost. We didn't want to say it was a ghost, but my friend had said that she had seen creepy things go on tapping, big things fall, go on tapping, big things fall on the ground, doors shutting really loud. So anyways, we had just been in the room and that DVD had not been there on the ground. So we shut the door and walked back to the game room, like I said. And we were playing pool. And when my friend walked by the pool table, a ball fell and almost hit her. Okay. That one was a little bit confusing, but so just a bit. They were in one room. It's like 2 rooms. And so they were in the game room and then they saw through to the other room and saw it looked like somebody in there. And then they went in there and there were things strewn, or about a strewn, I don't know if that's the right word. There were things thrown about that weren't there before, and then they came back into the game room to play more pool because they were like, whatever, forget about it. And a ball fell off the pool table and almost hit the friend. The only thing that I'm like, oh, that had to have been a lot of power for the ball to fall off the pool table to come up off that lip, you know? But, ooh, kind of spooky. Okay, next story. Hi, I'm Nathaniel. This one's really short. And here's my story. It was about 3 or 4 p.m. and me and my mom were driving down Highway 20, which is just east of Claremore. So anyway, I told my mom when I saw a little boy all bloody and hitchhiking. So we stopped. And then I cut some of my pants and wrapped the parts of my pants around him, and then he vanished. It's kind of scary. I wonder if the pants vanished with him. Alright, so the next one, and probably the last one for this one, and I'm gonna have to do another part to this. We're getting pretty far in here. So I live in Claremore also, and have had at least 13 sightings since I was in high school. The first was in late '06 after a party. I had to walk home by myself. As I was walking, I noticed a little boy walking his bicycle. As I got closer, I noticed he was dressed in the 50s attire and his bike was an old Schwinn. When I got right up to him to ensue a conversation, he just vanished. I jumped and looked around for him. When I felt like I was not getting anywhere, I kept walking finally, and I made it home and told my parents, who have lived in Claremore all their lives. My dad said that boy was hit by a car on his way home and walks trying to find his way home. Oh, and that one was submitted by Richard. That one's so sad. Those types of ones like are so sad because it's like, are they just residual haunting? So this is just like so much energy is there, or do they not know that they're dead and like they're still trying to relive those moments of their lives and find their way back to their peace? And that's so bad. But that is all for I think, what are we on? Are we on part 2? That is all for this one. I will have another one up next week for part 3. I think I'm just gonna do 3 parts of this one, even though there are so many stories for Claremore. I know there's so many haunted places there. It's crazy. But yeah, if you guys have any additional suggestions or any concerns, comments, places you want me to look up, leave it down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, become a member of the family. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day, night, morning, whatever you're having. And stay safe, stay spooky, and I love you.